and welcome to Saturday, the 25th of... Do we hear? What the fluff? Oh, there we go. Alright. Good. I should check to make sure we have audio. Okay, where's this? Hello, and welcome to the 25th of April in the year of the 2025. Nope! It's 2026. How? We're almost at the end. We're almost 5 months in, and I still think it is last year, and not this year. But alas, here we are. Alright. Here, do this. Alright, I'm gonna turn this volume. No. I'm not putting earphone in, so I want to see how we listen to. Alright. How are we sounding? Oh, that audio sounds terrible. Ugh. Alright, I'm sorry, boys and girls. What is going on here with our sound? I am afraid I know what's going on. Are you coming in through the wrong microphone and you're picking up my computer instead of... Where are we? Default digital. This. Oh. Are you here? Do you sound better if I talk like this? Oh, let's check the settings. Oh. Okay. Alright, welcome to me belonging to the microphone. Okay. Alright, okay. I think the mic is just too awesome and we're picking it up. I cleaned out popped open the back of the laptop yesterday and sprayed it all down. Ooh, it's a little bit dusty in there. And had some things that were unnecessary. Additionally, because it's my computer, who found the tip of a broken sewing machine needle inside their laptop? Because magnets and needles. Yes, the one, the only, the me that is the Phoenix Electra, and you are here at my circus on Saturday. And today, we're gonna play with the scraps on just past where you can see. And we'll start there. Oh, that computer. If I change. Decrease this. A little bit different. Here we are. So let's create some order out of chaos. I might regret this. How is everyone doing today? I'm not completely. We're still air. So, here we go. Let's suppose. Let me put this away. Take a breath, Peanuts. We're here to sew. We're here to have a good time. We're here to chit-chat. I guess we will decide the merits of ice or no ice in your beverages. And absolutely don't touch me there, please. Oh, that's what I was looking for. I am just going to illustrate onto this piece of old register tape because it's a nice little size, and we will use it for future things. I've already sewn one strip a while ago, and just as I get more straight line pieces, I add like so as we go. As you can see, I am again down the camera because, yeah, computer was getting a little irritated this weekend, or this week, which is partly mostly what prompted the let's just move everything down in there. Then I attempted to fix the camera stuff. Wasn't sure if the microphone was picking up because, do I have it here? Let me just, here's with my old sound card. It literally decided to become unglued and unhinged. So I need a new one, and then I realized, no, Phoenix, you have had a backup in your video card. So hopefully, I think this sounds a little bit better, or at least that humming in the background is marginally less. I apologize. I was not surprised, but was also marginally horrified finding the sewing needle inside. You're not supposed to be there. And there's no rhyme or reason. My reason is actually trying to find pieces that go the entire way across first. Hello, Relax. How are you? I hope the audio is not too shitty. I was just lamenting the woes that was finding broken sewing machine needles inside of my computer as I sprayed off the dust and defluffed my computer yesterday because, boy, did it need it. So far, so good. All right. Yeah. So I got 2 new sound cards. Wasn't sure if my microphone was connecting. A little of this, a little of that. Oh, right. But then I was in OBS trying to get things working again. I was like, oh, maybe it's this one setting in stupid Windows 11 that you have to turn off so that OBS isn't so glitchy. So I did that, had it open, was like, oh yeah, it's going so good. It's been like a whole hour as I had the program opened. And then, pooped the bed again. Attempted again this morning, and there wasn't even an option in the Rumbot, OBS, whateverness, to click for virtual camera. So I was like, well, nope. So, ooh, that's a fun Aaron sweater. Sorry, distracted by people's garments. Oh, sure, let's do this triangle one. Oh, so far so good. How about you? Yeah, no, it was fun. The exploded one, I shouldn't hold it up by the little things. Like, if I lay it all together nicely and just add a little adhesive again, I think. So. Here we are! It was just one of those. But it was good. And a good reminder, I defluff the sewing machine regularly. I should also, because I know better and I know enough, to pop the top on my laptop more regularly than every 18 months and spray off all the works. Because it's dusty and hazardous here, let's just sew this whole block of random pieces. So I'm just sewing little strips onto this piece of paper receipt tape. It just gives it a little bit of a foundation. And I just want to create order out of this little bit of chaos we have here, and these little strips are perfect. Now we can use them. I've been thinking about a paneled patchwork. Everything is patchwork right now, but I guess that's on brand for the 2026 being over the top and absolutely magically sparkly goodness. Where was it? Oh, yeah. But no, I've got roses blooming on the first bush. It's so good. It just is. I can't completely complain. No. There's no complaints right now. Only good. Here we are. I do want to try to make these seams just a little bit shorter. I think these must have been strips from somebody's quilt. I don't know. They're just... But I thought, because I have that white circle skirt already cut and hemmed that's been sitting around for ages and a day, but to slice it open and add little patchwork panels, I don't need to like recut individual white pieces. I'll just slash it out of what we already have. Way more fun. Oh, then I think maybe I'll work on the necklace. We'll do a little of this, a little of that. I have no good rhyme or reason for today's project other than I need to sew. Oh, but you know what? Here, let me do this now. I have on the Easter egg dress. I am kind of really happy. I like it. I like the all-in-one sleeves. It kind of feels like a kimono. I did not change out the elastics, but I'm not displeased with the final garment. I should fix it a little bit better though. Alright. Woohoo! We get to sew now. We get to sew now. So let us sit at the machine. So tell me, does anyone know about who is this other UFO person? Were they a researcher that called 911 that also disappeared this week? Plus I heard that allegedly not only have American scientists been disappearing, but possibly also some Chinese scientists. Plus there was the disappearance of the university science students at UCSF? My facts are all over the place and probably wrong. We're just doing, what do I remember? We didn't make a list. But interesting. Because and I think we're up to 11 or 12 American scientists. The one that's they're all hard to pick which is the most interesting of them, but I am finding the trend that the one lady scientist who did cracked on a little edgy in her behaviors. It's like, I didn't commit suicide video. And it happened August last year. Phoenix, where's your question? I'm curious as to if any of the release dates of the name and the disappearance, how far away in time they are, because these folks have been missing since last year, different times last year. Not really timely noticing, and I would not have thought that a job at JPL was an occupational hazard like it is right now, because their track record right now for missing or murdered employees is not looking too good. Yeah, very weird. Very weird. I don't know what's going on, but I am curiouser and curiouser. Okay, I apologize. Super painful watching Phoenix try to thread. I should put up my little timer. We don't play games, but maybe we do. We guess how many seconds will it take for Phoenix to thread the needle. I'd ask if we could borrow the Deathmageddon timer from Phoenix McFury, but I don't think we're smart enough for those that level of button pushing. What you gonna do? No, I went back to doing things my simple way. It's simple around here. Hey Loki, would you like to come say hello? Oh my god, Loki, what Synthrax did to make you beautiful and working out with me. Oh, totally adore. Oh, I was gonna try to clip it and put it in somewhere. Alright, later. So good. Now, if only Loki loved me that much when I actually was working out. Hey, handsome! Yeah, I'm talking about you, big boy. Would you like to come say hello? I would like it if you came to... Yeah, come on! I think they can hear you sing better if you come up to visit. Come on! I'm not going to open the snack sack, but... Come on! Loki! Come here! There you go. Look at you! Your fans are here to adore you now. Loki, 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 Loki. Let us see you, mesmerize. Look into my blue-green eyes. Look. Oh, you are a mess. Look into my eyes. How handsome I am. Oh, Loki. Yeah, you were so handsome working out with me. You running after the treadmill. I love the treadmill running across the floor. Like it was on a people mover escalator thing. Oh, it was so funny. Oh my god, welcome to all 7 of the most workers and lurkers, except for Relax on Rumble, and our one YouTube worker and lurker. Oh, I forgot our opening because I got distracted. We've got seats in the front for the most amazing chatters at the Peanut Gallery. There are still seats aplenty in the nosebleed section for the most awesome working and lurking section, because we try to be amusing, not just if you're hanging out in chat, but also as you have us on in the background while you do something else. We appreciate that. Oh, hello, Syntho Stage. How are you today? Loki's decided he wants to be petted and loved instead of me sewing today. But I hope you're having a so-tacular Sunday. That sounds like a washing show. Stitcherific Saturday. Let's go with that. Oh, handsome. You are too much, my sweet. Too much. Welcome to the Loki show. He really thinks it's time for snacks, but it's not. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, so fingers crossed that hardware and the electronic portions just continue to play nicely. But listen, if you haven't dusted or hosed off your computer guts in a while, things might improve if you just took the time, and it feels like a huge pain in the fanny taking it all apart and not loosening all the little screws. Slightly less scary that it was not the first time I'd seen it done. But does anyone know what type of an adhesive would be good to reattach the, I held it up earlier, the case to the guts of the old external sound card, because it literally just is unattached, and I don't really want to have to replace the little wires. I've been good. I don't think I've broken any, but it does need it. It needs something, because also it's trying to get stuck inside the USB card reader, and I don't want that to get stuck either. The state, you are doing alright. Got a little time to kill, gonna try to learn mostly. That is completely alright, and play a little Grim Dawn. Well, hopefully we'll have the sweet sounds of stitching soon to lull you away in while the awesomeness of gameplay occurs. Oh, I got distracted, but maybe an epoxy or a thick super glue. Okay. So I do have a jar of maybe I'll just use the glue I use for everything. It holds rock together. It holds a little of this. It's hold everything together. Hey, I would really love it. Wouldn't it be cute if you sat on my lap while I was sewing here? I think that would be super spectacular. No. I'm gonna sing them a song. Let me just hold the mic for you. Oh, Loki. I love it. I love it. Alright, can I unfold this paper a little bit to pretend? Oh, Loki, you are including everything on my end, and all we have is Loki the Cat Show. Now we can... Hey, just keep your tail out from underneath the sewing machine needle, alright, sweet? Okay, thanks. I'm just pulling from the pieces from this random pile. If they're too short, I'm making them long enough. If they're too long, I'm trimming them down to size, and that's what we're doing right now. Oh, Phoenix, you were thinking of something. Yep, no, thought. Train left the station. Hey, just don't touch anything, alright, sweet? Okay, thanks, Loki. Oh, sneeze? No. Oh, okay, now we're done with the drop sneeze. But did come up with, what is it, limoncello LaCroix, cause whatever, and Diet Mountain Dew. Lengthen the lifespan of the caffeine while decreasing the intensity on your mouth. Not the worst mix. What are you doing, sweet boy? I don't think it's quite time for snacks yet. Soon. Let's see if we can be even more awesome, but... Loki, we've hardly even started the song yet. You have to wait a little bit longer, my sweet. You can't open the concession stand yet. Then they might get sleepy. Oh, maybe in a little bit I will pull a couple of pictures of the roses that are blooming. Oh, I sewed that on upside down, but you know what? It doesn't matter. We're just gonna call it, I wanted it that way. Nope, we're not gonna continue to repeat that though. Yeah, so right to the right of me, just off camera for you, but just in my line of, oh my gosh, I need to do something. Is this pile of little bits and bobs and scraps. There's a small portion. I should tilt the camera down just a little bit so you can see the table a little bit better. And what do you think? Maybe we'll do that for tomorrow. Did you? Yes. Not the limoncello liqueur, not real limoncello. But that, if I was drinking alcohol, that sounds like a combination. But, yeah, no, the sparkling water version of limoncello, not the fancy alcoholic one. But I could see where that... Who needs rum and Coke when you can have limoncello and Mountain Dew? I think I know which I find to be the far more appealing combination for lots of reasons. Oh man, it's only noon o'clock. If I was drinking, it would be way too... It would be a day if I started this early in the afternoon. I'll stick to the rum and Coke. That's okay. I don't love rum, and I'm Pepsi over Coke. I prefer the clear alcohols. Just give me a gin, vodka, stuff that isn't gonna spill on me. Oh, limoncello was way too sweet. Yeah. No, that's why the sparkly water version with the Mountain Dew is nice, because it thins out the sweet flavor. Because I enjoy some sweetness, but dislike if I do a 1-to-1 sugar replacement for the monk fruit sugar, will always decrease the amount of monk fruit sugar by half of what the original recipe called for in sugar, because you don't... Oh, I shouldn't make noises like that. I hate when people do that. And here I go, like, be nice, Phoenix. I'm just gonna cut this one down to size. There was something I was thinking of. Oh, I wonder if Software Cook started his crib neck. Were you out there, Software Cook? Did you make crib neck with honey and... Oh, it's so good. Honey and cinnamon infused vodka. So good. Alright. Maybe one day I will make that one. Not today. This time I felt like sewing a giant piece down just to cover a huge, much larger area. But there's a little, so here's what we're working on. Let me stand see because, yeah, we're using Pepsi these days. Coke has gone crazy. What hasn't gone crazy? They're ruining everything. Yeah, so at the bottom where my little finger was showing, I'm just going to sew a strip in the other direction to fill up this bigger space. And of course it's going to be something different than what was already there. But, oh, it'd be nice if this was pressed. How dare I say the words, I wish I'd ironed that already. Look at where we've come to. That is good. Synthesis date. I always say look for the cheap knockoff brands at Aldi's or Market Basket. There are no Yes. Oh, good thinking. It's been a long time since I've been to an Aldi's. I don't even know where there is one near me. I remember when I lived in New York, there used to be Aldi's. Yes. Okay, you must have something like that. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely the local, that's, yes. On the West Coast, there's the Shasta brand is one of them. Yep. The root beer and vanilla cream soda in the zero sugar variety is pretty good. Cannot complain. So yep, there is definitely generic brands everywhere, even if we don't have those shops. Ooh, this one needs a haircut. I miss having. We will get the second camera back up at some point after I figure out how to keep it consistently up and running. Because today, I started yesterday. Got home, took a break, and tried to troubleshoot stuff and did not have complete success. I was like, alright, I'm just gonna do it the old-fashioned, show up, and one camera is better than two cameras and completely shitting the bed. So here we are. But it's good. At least this way, I feel slightly less stressed out. Oh, that's fun. So I put in a couple of bigger pieces to break it up. I don't hate it. But how can you hate random patchwork? It's just spectacular in its random ridiculousness, so don't stress about it. And then you get all these little random garbage pieces into something that's like, oh wow, look at that. Phoenix. Yeah, interesting about the scientists. I'm curious. Well, what's going on? Is it their research? Are they being kidnapped and put to use somewhere? Are the ones who were murdered folks who are just not going to go quietly, and other folks are like, okay. Because one of the scientists allegedly left the house with nothing but his handgun or something like that. Like, completely, like, huh? Who does that? You just go for a walk with nothing but that. That's like oh. Well, that would make things easier. Just realized that I think I've got the... Okay, never mind. Since the state, I saw a patchwork thing yesterday that was scary. Some crazy old furry who cuts up plushies and sews them together into a fursuit. I might be old-fashioned, but I don't think there's anything as an unscary fursuit furry. I just don't understand. I'm just old-fashioned, and furry is just a step too far for me. Said the state, yep, the one scientist left his phone, keys, and wallet at home, only took his pistol. It sounds like suicide. Maybe. This guy scares all other furries. I guess somebody needs to do a background check as well as a name check and see if are there some lists this person is on that should be known about? Wow, that just sounds impressive, because whoa. When you scare other furries, yes, he's on that list. Oh, there. I do not consent to living in a world where more sympathy is given to real criminals and real victims are just mollified, or they take permanent solutions to temporary problems. Because, oh, have I heard of the Rainforest Convention? No. But if you are then going to type to me that there's an unusual amount of golden showers and mermaid poop extravaganza, I don't know if I'd be surprised. Though I do have to actually, and then additionally, I am not a convention person. I can't remember the last time I've been to a thing where there's a large amount of people. Oh, it was canceled after 2015, but it was out your way. Huh. Now I'm curious, and I have to go. Are we gonna have to look and see what this thing is? Oh man, that. Oops. Alright. The rainforest. All those R's make it just sounds bad. Rainforest. Oh. Oh. So, yep. Seattle, yep, sounds about right, not surprised. Oh man, but it was kind of sad that the extra plus size shop had to get closed down. Or they weren't making enough money. Oh, yeah, I've been to one or two normal conventions. Still not for me. Yeah, nothing interests me that involves other people in a way that I would want to give them money. Is part of it, but also, is there another piece? Yeah, I don't know. It was on the news yapping video about the Flash Glitz guys. Huh. Oh, Seattle's a funny place. There was some crossover when I was like actually living up that way and never heard about this. But when I was in Seattle, I was kind of in my own little world of things. And there was a lot that I was just completely unaware of. Hello, boys and girls, stop your shenanigans over there. Don't make me yell what. Hey, trouble. What are you up to now, young man? And why are you being trouble? Come on, show your face. Come on, they'd like to give you a round of applause, but they can't until you show up. Little man. Billu. Get your fat ass up here. Oh, yeah, cities are pretty crazy. Yes, and I have done my time, even up in Seattle, we lived out in the suburbs. We didn't actually live downtown or in Capitol Hill or Bellevue. Like, no. But, yeah, to be in the car, to have to, for 45 minutes to drive 15 miles, hard pass, no thanks, not interested. And A round of applause. No fur homo. Exactly. Ow. Gay, not homo. No furmo. No gay, but not furmo. Oh, so good. Oh, peanut gallery, you do make me laugh. Not that I'm difficult. Actually, no, I'm a lady. I'm horribly difficult. And I've made my life easier for those I live with by just understanding it. Oh, that's funny that he showed up right after the furry talk. Hey, oh my god. You hear this guy? If you're gonna sing like that, it's more fun if you do it over here. Stop warming up and just do it on camera, dude. Do it. You can't just stare at me. That is really boring for them because they don't see you and your glowering eyes like that. Alright, just thinking about it. Maybe. So I'm just getting random pieces, putting random pieces down. Oh, what I did remember that I had in my Kindle Unlimited library is the book Fabric Manipulation, and I was giving it a flip through last night and this morning. There's so many techniques to try. I think there are some techniques that we've kind of done versions of, but there's other stuff. Yeah. I think some of the ribbon folding techniques would be super fun. Plus, there's a pile of ribbon that you can try some of the wire-in version and see how that makes the sides. There's a couple that you just have to take the time to do the box pleating and then tack it in different places. A variety of different techniques. And then there was also thinking about the sewing multiple layers of fabric together in a shape, then stitching shapes in different patterns that are parallel lines or different, and then taking scissors and cutting and exposing the underlayers of fabric. So many things to think about, so many ways to play with the materials. And I don't have any big plans of particular makes for this year other than finishing up the mummer's necklace. So oh yes, oh good. If we're not laughing, then what are we even doing at the circus? Actually, no, sometimes I need to make sure I leave you all with moments of death-defying. Oh my god, did you see what she just did? Oh yes, relax and synth stage, wrapping the rumble chat. Oh, how did you already sneak in? Good job. We got 1 on the 2s and 9 over on the rumbles for your primarily work Saturday, working and lurking. Are you doing chores? Are you crafting? Are you making new fancy high quality button pushing assets for your show? Are we playing games? Are the sports events finally over, or are there still playoffs? Sports ball. Yeah. Do I look like a sports ball girl? Actually, I showed him again the clip from Synth Track's show last night, and Dove was like, I would like you to have our muscles look like that in real life. I was like, I had to go and do some flexing. But sometimes it's the shadows. The bodybuilders, they look amazing, but also the combination of extra bright stage lights, the magic of stage lights, with the magic of a good tan for contour and definition. Like, outside of those conditions, you can be amazing, but you don't look the way you do on stage. Alright. State. I like hockey, but I never really see it except at bars, which isn't often. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I've just been so disappointed with my options that we haven't been to establishments like that in quite some time, because it's not, the food's not good, and when you don't drink alcohol, like, whatever. What are you doing sneaking around, little dude? Of course, he's probably going to low-key be on the weight rack behind me. There. Nope, that's my chair. And he's not there. Phoenix, you're so talented with your magic act. Look! I'm not there! I know, I've never been to a hockey game, and I lived in a portion of New York State where the Sabres weren't that far away. What sports? I don't think I've ever been to a football game either, though. We did a minor league baseball game a handful of times. But we always went to the carnival, the circus shows at the local fairs. When we were little, the county fair or whatever, we always went to those. I've just... I've loved circus forever. At the state, I should check out the local places. They might be some places the wife and I could stand to go on a regular basis for a beer or whatever. Most of them are too expensive and liberal. Yeah, that's same. And they're the ones we used to like to go to, or even eating establishments. The prices have gone up, but the food quality has gone down, and they're just not as good as I remember. So it's like, no. The one place, amazingly consistent, the little hole-in-the-wall Chinese Thai place, still good. Prices have gone up, but the food tastes the same, and that's good. But yeah, I even miss going to like the local circus studio and training, but there's certain things people or affiliated people post that I'm like, I enjoy you as people, but not enough with those beliefs that you hold for me to want to spend money at your establishment. And I don't, and it's a quasi-isolation. It's not that I've done to myself, but yeah. Oh my God! Why don't you sing over here? You sing so beautifully over there where they can't enjoy it as well. Why don't you do that closer? There. Yeah. Hey, why don't sing your songs? Yes, they are. Correcting yourself. That's alright. I understood it. Though I do. Grammar. But I should have pulled it. It was very interesting. The Catherine Austin Fitts, Fitts, and her diagram for the 12 components to the digital prison. Fascinating. Also heard, I want to listen to the rest of it, her talk with Masako Ganesha. I don't know how to say her last name, but Michael Yon, Y-O-N, this is easy. His wife. his wife, she's a sweet little Japanese lady, makes him put on a suit coat instead of his regular. She's like, before we were married, you can wear whatever top you want for interviews. Now that we married, you put on a suit coat. Look handsome. More professional. Set the state. Another map cleared in Grimtown. Perfect. And you ain't got time to do another one. Oh, you've seen her, and Whitney Webb is doing good stuff. Oh, that's good. The other one, he said it, so it's not really secret, but, I guess Pearly Things is working on a documentary about the men and the suicide epidemic that is not really talked about. And hopefully there's a chap, Mr. Terrence Pop, who's going to make an appearance. But yeah, the Redonkulous podcast, there's definitely some growth. Oh, bodily, I think I said this. There's certain sections. If you have a sensitive stomach, just turn away for the amount of time that is the fucked up but funny, because some of them are absolute stomach turners, designed to be that way, so we're warned. But other than that, I end up learning something. I usually end up talking about something that they've said. And yeah, the mission. Plus, he records it. Papa's got a dog tag for the 593 individuals who have chosen not to take a permanent solution to temporary problems, so that's a real thing. So I think great, because he got nuked on YouTube this week on during the live. But he is also here on the Rumbles and many other platforms, so me who enjoys it and is definitely not the target audience. And I know we've got a couple of chaps who hang out and work and chat at the circus. So yeah, I just worry a little bit because Pearl is Pearl. Oh, but you know who we haven't heard of for a while? Who's that chick with the blonde hair who did from the, what's it called? The New World video. Oh, it's, here, let me put it in the chat, because they're that good. Donkulous. I'll just Control C. Un momento. Control C. There's that amazing Polly. I don't know this one. No. But she was like this huge thing and then completely checked out. But they're a show that I definitely see if men are feeling lonely and need like a man. It's so good. Yeah. Alright. Enough praises. No, not Lauren Sutton. No. She was like trying to say that she was sex trafficked for being in some rap music videos that she completely consented to, probably like high off her ass. And was she making a documentary? Like she was living on her parents' ranch somewhere. Doesn't matter, but she was a loon. It's more of like, what's she up to? Yeah, she is a real person. She changed her name. Oh, fuck. It was like during the whole Johnny Depp, Amber Heard poop shit in the bed show. She was like trying to cash in on that. Because there was also the girls who were trying to cash in on Marilyn Manson at that scene. Took so much. Actually, that brings us back to the other topic of horrible women doing horrible things to men and not being held accountable the same way. Blue, was it Sky or Blue? It's not. My brain is like Bonnie Blue, but it's not that chick. She was American and a hoe, but not a hooker. It doesn't really matter. She's a nobody. I can't even remember her name. That's how significant of a role she was in the world. Oh well. What else? What else? Yeah, the scientists definitely confusing me. Also fascinating, the amount of earthquakes and solar storms. Did they find, the new portion of the fault line up by Vancouver Island, Canada, that hasn't ruptured, but they have 300-year-old stories from the indigenous people there of like, oh yeah, that village got swept to sea. We don't make camp there. Synthestate. Honestly, degeneracy has been so out of control for ages. It's not hard to find one woman who women who were sex trafficked by getting in over their heads in prostitution. Yes, that 100 does happen, and and I forget you. It's along the main thoroughfares. I think of like the I-5 going from Alaska down to Brazil, and if it moves and can fit into a truck, it's been moved and trafficked on the I-5 corridor or the I-80 or all the other different things. Oh, the child sex abuse is also rampant. Yes, and the horrible women teachers who are preying on students of varying ages and up until more recently getting a slap on the wrist for punishment and a temporary 5 to 10 years on the sex offender registry where the gentleman for lesser, not to say for lesser offenses, screwed over for life. The whole privilege that ladies have in getting away with stuff is really stupid. We want equal rights, but don't give us equal punishment for worse crimes that we do than men. Make it make sense. Synthestate and shocker, politicians don't do anything about it because so many are in on it. Yeah, yes, they're in on it. And what? From the way he talks about it on his roundtables and shows Colonel Murray on the Path Forward, I guess in his work in intelligence and computer side of things, that have led to in-person experiences, whatever you think is horrible, magnify it by like 5,000 in how absolutely horrible these people are. And then the horrible extra layer of gross paradox that is now adults who were victimized as kids but groomed to be a part of their network as future groomers. So some of these victims don't really want to come forward because then they're going to have to talk about their other bad actions. Yeah, it's so crazy. And these, I've got a little pile of like absolutely tiny ones. I should need to stuff them in the thing, because those we stuff into our little blue for our pedal project that is going to take me years to sell. Yeah, well, there's bad actors in every group. There's no mono. I'd like to go on a limb and be like, oh, there's probably no horrible people in the Amish community, but that would be completely naive. Less common, or do they take care of it amongst their own? Of like, hey, you're out behind the woodshed. You're like, no, we don't tolerate that behavior here, and manage it quietly in house and quickly, likely, but. Yeah, if all of these things are this horrible and implicate this many people, and therefore, as a result of this and the theft and the laundering and the lying, why? No. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. That's not. That song goes, does it? Yeah, doesn't matter. Oh, but then that's being grown up enough to figure out how to put together what needs to be afterwards, and a return likely too little and local, and quite some time of discomfort, because it's really fucked up. But at least we're gonna look spectacular. Zombie apocalypse, pre-patched, perfectly proportioned, pocketed, perfect zombie apocalypse staple wardrobe. Start planning yours today. How many pockets do you need? How many MREs or mags or flashlights or you know where you're gonna put your IFAC kit? And I also need to look up what that stands for. Like, if I'm fucking killed, I don't. Simple state. Yup, that's kind of standard procedure for criminal enterprises. Everyone involved has to do serious crimes, so they'll be afraid to go to the police when things get rough for them. And better yet, some cops involved, like the British grooming gangs. Yeah, 100%. Anyway, BRB, gotta start dinner. Alright, I hope dinner is yummy. Yeah, oh, which kind of makes me think of, I heard yesterday on, yes, America's Untold Stories Friday show, that the Democrat Party might as well just be renamed fully and publicly to the Democratic Islamist Party, or the Democratic Socialist Islamist, whatever moniker, but they're so in bed with, and a group that's so open. Have they understood or watched videos of what Sharia law looks like? Do these people understand what they have invited into their house? Because I have a feeling that these useful tools are gonna end up rolled up like they did in China. They've got their spokespersons to sell everybody to it, and then they're gonna sweep in and just line them all up. Oh, that's... Welcome! If you thought today we were gonna have a happy... I guess I'm happy. Are talking points happy? No, but truth is not... Truth is just truth. It doesn't have a, I'm supposed to make you feel good, or I'm supposed to make you feel bad. It's just better to understand the playing field in a non-biased, unemotional way and think clearly, because if we're having too many feelings, we're probably not thinking clearly. They are encouraging folks to have too many feelings so that you can become dependent on substances. They make you a problem so they can then sell you the solution. Their talk therapy the pharmaceuticals. All the fucking psyops. 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 Maybe we are going to have to rework that song into all the psyops. Actually, that sounds like a good idea. What are you doing over there, Freya Fruifers? Oh, is our pile almost? Oh, there's more pieces. What's up, girly girl? Alright. Oh, I'm not. Of course, I'm talking to you. Sure. Come on back. Hey, Loki, why are you yelling? What's going on? Did he stop looking at. Don't look at him like that. You know he doesn't like it if you look at him wrong. Are you going to sing for us? Meow, 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 meow. Oh, please just do not call me a box man cat lady. I'm not one of those. Okay. Gotta be careful. I almost caught you in the belly with the tip of the shears, dude. That. Here's what we stitched so far. I'll hold it up closer right now. Get it here. Yep, just folding it over, putting it on a very narrow seam. Picking up another scrap piece, rinse and repeat. Then this pile of chaos that was random pieces into this spectacular strip of goodness and chaos confined. Back to the city step. Hey, you get off of that floor. Oh, I spit up on myself. Funny. But yeah, our new frock. Cannot complain. And it's comfortable too, which is good. And to minimum, I'll stop using hand all the time. I almost was completely dressed because I had a pair of stays on over my shoes that you can't see because I actually got really dressed today. But then I should put the stays. Oh, there's a bone poking through, so I need to add something to keep it all tucked away because I was poking in the armpit. This is not going to be comfortable. Maybe we'll get there in a second after this pile is more significantly minimized. Do we have a bobbin thread? Alright, let's speak about cleaning under the hood. We're going to change the bobbin thread. Dust under the hood, because do not be fooled by the lies of big needle. You don't need to change your needle, sewing machine needle, every project. You'll know it. I change for material specific reasons. Leather does need a leather needle, and the ballpoint needle does have its place. However, if you're just sewing general stuff, don't worry about it. However, because if it is the needle, you'll know, assuming that you clean out the hood of your machine every time you change the bobbin and give a good dust or pop stuff out, open it up a little bit. That will cause a lot of. An untied machine causes many problems. More problems, I dare say, than a dull needle. Especially because we learned that they used to resharpen needles. So have a needle and throw it out. Also, a lie from Big Needle. You don't need to pay attention to. Ah, so many conspiracy myths. Tell me, I need some new conspiracies because, again, alas, all of my old ones have come true, and I'm on the search for some new ones. Everything is too close to being real. These like animal. Oh right, I heard that they were doing that in China. The animal human hybrids through the power of gene splicing and a CRISPR near you, likely. Yeah, terrifying, but also. Wouldn't it be kind of fun to have some green fluorescent protein that you could turn on or off? There's some stuff I don't like, but it would be fun. But I know better in the sense that the notion of things is spectacular. The actual letting something out into the environment that's new and novel like this, not going to end well. I can't. When is it? That would really be down to all animal husbandry. You never do anything good. But there's times we breed plants for traits. We breed animals for traits. So that that is something we do. But changing something's DNA through the application of a messenger RNA to tell it to code for something different, yeah, it's not quite the same thing in my book. What? You think it's time for snacks? Let's stitch for a little bit longer. Our numbers are not completely shitty that I can open up the snacks. Can we see if we can fill up a few more seats? Go busk on the corner, little man, and get some more fannies in the seats, okay? Come on. You're not... Dude, you have to work. The circus does not eat for free. We have to work for our food. And your job is to perform. Oh my goodness. I was reading in a post from a local Facebook group. I was out in the woods, and I heard this creepy meowing, hissing sound, followed by this foul odor and creepy feeling. I think I saw Sasquatch. To which many of the replies were, oh shit, that was probably either a cougar or B, a mountain lion. So be careful out in the woods. It's not just bears to be scared of. I'd be more scared of the wild cats if I had to take my pick of. Well, actually, mostly because there's primarily, let's see here, black, brown bear. Not the scariest bears out this way. Though it is good practice to dump out your shoes because of black widow spiders and rattlesnakes. I didn't know rattlesnakes had such a huge range. So fascinating. Alright, what do I have left here? Just little ornaments. What else are we going to sew today? Maybe we'll play with the... You know what? I'm kind of bored of this. Should we stitch on some bracelets? Let's just sew something different. Here's the strip is stitched. little ends and bits and bobs of straight line stitches. There's still some sitting next to me, but I'm bored. So I'll wait till it collects up again and then I'll stitch some more. Oh, okay, what do we have? We've got the quilt, we've got our bracelet, we've got the mummer's necklace. There is, squares. Let's stitch them. Hey, honey, what you doing? I think I can make a square out of here. This is just a random stabilizer that I have, so. Oh! Somebody's trying to open up the snack stack to help himself to the snack stack. Oops. Okay, don't taut in this one. It is ripping, just me looking at it. Actually, I pulled it. That's what happened. What are you doing, dude? Oh, I mean, I know what you're doing. You're scrounging for food. I'm just gonna sew a rectangle. You know our shapes. We are ultra best at shape naming. Rectangles. Hey, you were ripping my stuff off since we are back. So you were saying something about how it might as well, might as well be the Islamo Democrat Party. Yeah, they might as well, it's in your face in plain sight to see. They're just not officially naming it, but yeah. And the other corner, the Zio Republicans. Yeah. Yes. And yeah. Again, we might not care about the Neo Crusado, but the Neo Crusado cares about us. Yeah, Michael Yann was talking about all these manufactured states that have countries from last century and countries that were made up just so that other powers could be in control of routes and resources. It always comes back to routes and resources. Hey, what are you doing to my light? Why are you doing that? Yeah. And it's so funny. Because there was the whole campaign last year. Last year, this time, almost a year ago, of the Israeli-sponsored geofencing of white Christians in the West who go to church and pushing ads to them when they were near their places of worship, houses of worship. But then because at some point, just due to numbers, if we continue to let this happen, the socialist Hindus versus the Muslims, because like in India, those two guys they don't have the best track record. Set the state. Yup, the Persian Gulf, Suez Canal, Panama Canal. Yup. And it sounds like, was there something or attempted at getting collecting a toll at the Strait of Malacca? Stay tuned for more straits and waterways to be. I think we're looking at the beginning and not an end anytime soon. Though I did enjoy hearing the military guys say, ceasefire. You know what ceasefire really means? Load! It's like, oh god. Yeah, makes sense. Because we're just hoes. have said this for quite some time now, or a couple of weeks, that I don't think J.D. Vance is going to run for president in 28 because he's going to have an 18-month-old. And are folks really ready for an Indian first lady? I don't know. And little teeny kids in the White House. Synth state, oh, now it's Iran, Yemen Houthis, and now the Somalis getting in on it. Of course, well, when do the Somalis not get in on it? And on the other hand, token piece of it, let's try courting with this thick black because I've got a whole bunch of it, so why not? Even if they're, I was going to try to use a big word, de novo, whatever, it'll be Newsom. Maybe. Wasn't there also rumor, where was Kamala Harris wanting to be written in on? Is she going to try to swoop in for another? And do we think that Newsom's really going to be able to weather the storm that is, do we want to use white? Let's use a funner color than white. We've got other options. The insurance company. Because, of course, insurance, Lloyd's of London isn't going, not likely, or not for a very reasonable price, going to be offering insurance to these vessels going through any of these waterways right now. So it doesn't matter who has things open or closed when the shipping companies aren't going to pay for the insurance on their vessels, or on the extreme end, Lloyd's of London just isn't going to offer policies and provide any insurance. So oh man. Fun times. Oh, we've got a giant. Let's see how this giant black stuff. This is almost too thick. I don't want to use this one. Let's do brown on black, sure. Synth state VPs rarely become president. Yeah, and it would have been better if it was at full 2 terms consecutive rather than this lame duck option. Yeah, because Gore didn't come at, well, oh God, Gore. Good God, Gore. It'll be Newsom. We need to take back the system. The system is, the government is supposed to be here to work for the people and not the people working for it. And yeah, that's not what's happening. So what do we need to do, people? I know it's easy. We need to be thinking about these things now while the electricity comes on, while there's water at the tap, while there's still food at the grocery store. Do I feel like Chicken Little is my craziness? Yes, but alas, here I am. And people who have studied history and are more worldly than I have been singing from the same book for quite some time. And I feel new to the scene. Am new to the scene, not just feel. Don't hold the mic cord. We can't. Good. Well, at some point, maybe we should get a spare audio cable. I think they only get one turn. Hillary insisted it was hers when it was Trump, so she's out. Yeah. Also, we have a minimum threshold that really is starting to be apparent over the past little while, that having a maximum threshold, but I think in the short term, it all just needs a hard plug pulled and a hard stop. It needs a reboot. Shut all the money, stop all the payments, stop. Find somebody who's going to be able to at least claw back and look to the malfeasance that's been going on. But do I want to do a pumpkin orange? But that's too thick. There's no... Yeah. Troubleshooting for how to get through the next. Because it's going to be shitty. People are going to be losing their batshit marbles. There's a couple of places where I'm like, oh fuck. They're really like full sucked in on the teat of this Kool-Aid, and they're probably going to be a problem. Is there a plan? Actually, I need to... There's a couple of videos. I gotta figure out what I need to do. Do I need to download Chirp and make sure I've got the cable so I can program in the channels to my radio and go get some electric fence wire and some electric fence connectors? I need to go to the farm and garden store, or the farm store. Garden store doesn't necessarily have those things. Bits and pieces. Because what did we learn? What was it? Is it 6 inches and 18 inches? The lengths that we need for the different wavelengths for homemade radio antennas. I don't remember. Oh, now I'm going to have to look it up. Darn it. Oh, actually, there's a video that NC Scout put out on YouTube, Brush Beater, about the links for the antennas, because we like grunts and crafts around here. I'm laying this cord down along the rectangle that I stitched, and now I'm just going to cover it over. We'll go from there. Oh, I want to start at the other end. Do I already have some of these laying around? Yeah. Do I have bigger projects I should be working on? Yeah. Here we are. I'm just getting warmed up so that I can sit down to the fancier one. And my brain is overthinking this, and this is your hands need to do a thing, and your feet need to do a thing, and your brain just needs to get out of the way. Okay. I'm just going to take little stitches over this black cord, trying to the best of my ability to make it disappear underneath the stitches. We'll know how good we did, because black with this peachy color, very visible, high contrast. How good will our stitches be? Will Mr. Singer let us into the shop? Probably not. Whoops. We can hope one day. One day. Ouch. Just going to increase the tension on our top thread a little. Things are pulling, not like, hey, don't touch me like that, dude. Let's try that again. That looks really bad. Yeah, we're gonna need something different because the factions with the loudest mouths are getting all the attention, but they are minorities, I suspect, rather than the majority. So the folks who are mostly in the middle, who are not interested in either of them, are going to need to come together and find some way to figure out how to unfuck things, because the ones in charge have no, they do not benefit from an unfucking. It's going to have to be an outside player. Lots of outside players. Because the home front is all fucked up. Your stitches are less shitty. Finding the right amount of pressure and speed and coordination between our feet and our fingers. There we go. It's a little bit hard to tell because the white was from the bottom thread was peeking through a fair bit. If we slow down then. Let's just slow. Oh, good. Yep. Oh. Phoenix, stop making funny noises with your mouth. Yeah, there's also, no, I needed that there. I think I found a couple of corn plants poking up finally. I hope there's some more that comes up. We've got so many seeds in, but just have to wait and see, because I look forward to when the garden, we have to be really careful, as you always should in the garden, because, boys and girls, the corn has ears, the potatoes has eyes, and the beans know how to stalk you. So be careful. Dangerous is a garden very place. I mean, the garden is a very dangerous place. Oh, I could take credit for that little bit, but alas, I don't recall where I first heard it, and I was like, you know what? I like it. We're going to add it into the repertoire. You're welcome. Completely, you're welcome. High quality, old-fashioned, ridiculous jokery. Yeah, but oh man, because and it'll be interesting to see how things play out. The deal with the Latter-day Saints temples giving money to NGOs or groups. Are they a congregation is a mosque? A group of people at a mosque, a congregation? I guess a group of people anywhere would be a congregation. It doesn't need to be religious, right? Regardless, what are the LDS giving money for building mosques? Just, I mean, and if it's in Salt Lake, is I can only imagine the Aryan Crips versus the Muslims. Are they going to be on the same page? Like, there's so many factions. And where was it? Was that this week? The refinery in Australia that's on fire. Plus, wasn't there a shipment of EV cars? There's so much. Everywhere you look, there's different disasters. Yeah. Yes. I did hear this. Yes. Yep. Now I'm gonna have to. Where did I hear that? Oh, did I hear that a couple weeks ago on future conflict, I think. I feel like I heard about it somewhere else also. Yeah, that was just the funny one, but also equally funny was the number of LDS little congregations that have been taken over by the Tongan Crips. Because a number of weeks back, the murder at the funeral at the Mormon facility, was a funeral for a Crips member, and the guy told his wife, he's like, I don't think you should be going to this funeral service. Oh my goodness gracious. Synthos State. Well, I recently learned that Catholic Charities is Jewish and has nothing to do with the Roman Catholic Church. Yeah, all the number of religious sounding NGOs and what they're doing. I guess, speaking of Catholic Charities, aren't they also down at the Darien Gap in Panama? Not helping with the laundering of people, as well as the state. But I also learned that the Rothschilds attained notoriety by controlling the Vatican's purse strings like 200 years ago. Yes. Yeah, Catholic is just Greek for universal. Yeah, wordsmithing. Sounds like I learned a lot about this when I read Pawns in the Game by William Guy Carr, Carr. Yeah, talks a lot about this stuff. He's a Canadian author, wrote the book in the 50s. The families that play are still at play. And even this whole new thing with Erica Kurt getting all goody-goody with Trump. She just fits his trope for another blonde, pretty face. And it's so just annoying. Can this boil just finally be ruptured? It's getting so hot and so angry and so pus-filled. Sorry for anybody who's eating. I won't be any more descriptive than that. But is it going to be lots of different versions of mass non-compliance? How are the folks in the middle who see that all of the bad actors on both sides, who really are just fronts for groups who are really just fighting the same thing? They're using two different sides to make it look like they're different. No, this is back to the Hydropus. This is just the Hydropus. Yup. Rothschilds, Rockefeller, Maxwell, Epstein. Yup. A few other 5, 12, however many. Yeah. Oh, because wasn't somebody saying part of Epstein's own rise from nobody Shlomo to parties with the Dalai Lama and other notable figures was the Lady Rothschild herself? And isn't, and Scott Bessent isn't part of the Dubois family. And then that new funny thing with Tucker Carlson. So Tucker's dad, according to Mark Robert, worked for the CIA. His second wife, not Tucker's stepmom, was the first wife of the Swanson frozen food empire. So he has Swanson, he's got that Swanson money plus spook money, and it seems like there's a lot of these long-standing spook families. You just get into the system and it becomes its own multi-generational family business, if you will have it. Ah, interesting. Synthestate. Bill Gates' family has old ties with the Rockefellers. Fuck this eugenicist. What does this computer guy know anything about food and medicine and education? Get back to your binary ones and zeros, Mr. Gates. We don't want polio, mRNA vaccine, in our rice. No, thank you. Synthestate. Yeah, all laughing. I saw that Ariana de Rothschild, Dalai Lama, and one other. Yeah, because it's all in your face and they're not even hiding it, makes it almost more harder to believe the reality of it. Because the best way to hide something is just to have it blatantly, and the veneer of it looks so normal, and you're like, wait, what? What the fuck? Oh, interesting. I did not know this Gates doesn't know shit about computers either. Oh, that's funny. That's real funny. Well, I guess that goes back to your first state chat of old money ties. That's really funny. Not surprised. Not surprised. Yeah, this is why. Do we have any new conspiracy theories? Is there a conspiracy theory that is actually new and novel right now? Because you can't make the reality. I don't even think my simple little brain could concoct stories fantastically to equal the ridiculousness that is reality. Excuse me, I'm gonna sneeze. Pardon me. Oh, I really should have been nice and muted it. Oh, I didn't blow your ear holes. Okay, I'll remember for next time. Hey, Freya Fruivers! What do you say, young lady? What do you say? Alright. Oops. No, sorry, didn't mute it again. Is it allergies or is it the dust? Probably yes. Spring cleaning time around here, but there's also been controlled burns, so that adds extra air particulate. That's always good times. Slow down. This is slow stitches. Good craftsmanship. You can't rush your sap stitch. What's up, Gooby? How about you come and make an appearance? They haven't seen you yet. We've got your brothers, but not afraid of roofers. Come on. Just run across really fast so that they pretend that you're an enigma. Oh, hello, Freya Roofers. You do exist. You do exist, little lady. I'm going to be laughing, though, for like the next week about finding the tip of the broken sewing machine needle inside my computer when I cleaned yesterday. Yeah, I'm not sure oodles of lots of people can be like, what's the weirdest thing you found inside of a sewing machine? Inside of a computer when you were cleaning it? Actually, it's too bad Software Cook's not here. I wonder what the weirdest thing he's found. Do we know the answer to this? Didn't he say he found a mouse or a snake or something inside a computer that was in a barn? I don't think he's here. Don't quote me on it. I can't remember. I'm recalling details correctly, but... Oh, you're right, Freya. Professor. We've been at the machine for almost 2 hours. Do we need to stand up and you guys need your snackies? Should we have snacks? Second inning stretch and snacks. probably. Yes. Yep. It wasn't even a whole needle. It was a broken tip of just the eye of the sewing machine needle inside there. Yeah. That magnet. They're just. Yep. The original computer bugs were literal. Yes. Oh yes. That's. Yup. Do we know what kind of bug it is? Were they locusts? Were they ants? Were there wasps? I remember that we talked about this, or that I've heard about this, but I don't know if we got to what the actual bugs were. I kind of need to mute it and blow my nose. Should I do that now? Alright, I'm going to mute for 2 seconds, run, blow my nose, because I'll sneeze on air, but you don't need to hear that. Oh, mostly moths, you think. Well, because they probably didn't have all of, I wonder, did they use a natural fiber to keep the copper protected because they didn't have that same polymer coating for the wiring? Oh, they like the light bulbs and the electron tubes. That also makes sense as a good reason. Yep, those damn moths and lights. Alright, I'm gonna mute for 2 seconds, run, blow my schnozzle, unmute, and then have snacks. Hello, Jess! Oh my god! Alright, I'm gonna super fast. 30 seconds. Oh, Alright, who wants snacks? I know you want snacks. You're easy though. Come on, Loki, you want snacks? How are you, Jess? Sewing and hanging out. Perfect. Boys, oh, you want me to shake the snack sack? Yeah, sing to them. Where do you want your snacks, Friffers? What? Where do you want your snacks? Alright, you can have your snacks over there. Boys, you gotta get to your marks. Boys, on your marks. Come on. Loki. Come on. Come on. Come on. You know how we do this. You gotta work for your snacks. You gotta do tricks. Food's not free, boys. Oh, you give the best hugs that they can't see because your brother's fat butt's in the way. Oh, good job. Oh, Loki, you give the best hugs with your maxi pads. So good. I know. Please take a moment to give the cats a big round of applause. So good. The best trained little cuties. Ah! All right, boys, let's get back to stitches. So we're going to do it. So, yeah. Okay, when I get my seat back, there'll be more stitches. Yes, yeah, very much so. I had to trim his claws the other day because I was like, oh man, you're going to hurt me during the show if I don't. That new shaded two-tone blue number, super cute, Miss Jess. Where are you going? There's no snacks over there. But I have decided in a little bit, I'm going to unpick where the straps for this top didn't get sewn in nicely because I know better. And there's no point in just whip stitching it in when I can just open it and redo it nicely from the first time before I press it. So I will be doing that. These are nicely finished garments, not just ramshackled, haphazardy. Such an interesting, this peachy pink on the black. It's just a good way to shame yourself into good quality satin stitches. Having a high contrast between your filler cord and your top stitch thread. Every imperfection stands out like a sore thumb. Oh, where was I going with the disasters? What do we think about this pole shift thing? Is it magnetic north because magnetic north has been shifting, and it's interesting to listen to folks who are airplane pilots and how they've had to readjust their instruments. But do we think there's a possibility that these manufactured famines and continued shitholery in countries could be to make them easier to take over if they're the hospitable lands after this pole shift event? Pole shift, schmole shift. Alright, so the state is kind of very firm. Nope. Alright. Yeah, I'm not I know that magnetic north does shift, so part of it, but as far as it being one sudden or creeping catastrophic event, not sure. Yeah, fair. I don't think anyone thinks that far ahead. Also a reasonable assessment of, yes. Yeah, because that's a level of scientific knowledge and study that's not the same as the rich wanting to eliminate everybody so that they've got all the hordes. Like, too many people. Off with your head. Off with your head. Oh, yeah. And I think that's the natural disaster part of all of these upcoming exciting times. There's a wild card that adds a level of unpredictability and excitement. Oh, that's interesting. Syntho-state poles shift every 180,000 years-ish, and I know the magnetic North Pole has wandered all over the place in recent years. It's kind of normal, though, right? Well, having something be normal and result in catastrophic consequences aren't mutually exclusive. Because wasn't there the volcano that erupted during the Middle Ages that caused a mini ice age? Or volcanoes, earthquakes, tsunamis. Just disasters are normal. Along with them comes shitty consequences. That kind of makes me be in this place of like, it doesn't matter what starts the problem or really finally like kicks it off for real, because after that initial of like, oh, how do we manage this one particular piece, the second and third order consequences are all pretty much the same of, yep, you're fucked. Yep, climate change is normal. It happens with or without us. Absolutely. Yep, it doesn't need us. It's gonna happen. Do we do things and then complain that it's because of something else so that we can be sold a solution of bullshit? Also, yes, I think. Yeah. Let's let all these let's just let the earthquakes and the crazy. Because the earthquake, was it Kansas on the New Madrid fault line? I can't remember which one. So the state natural fires have huge influence, 100%. On the West Coast, there's certain trees that there's plants that won't grow unless they've been burned. It's part of the life cycle of the forest here. So to have this compounding, we're not going to log, but we're not going to manage for forest fire mitigation. Literally just makes for a disaster in the making. Also, residential neighborhoods on mountains with minimal exits. Probably not so good. Synthestate is all part of the apocalypse prediction industrial complex. Yes, which is why, again, we are here brainstorming ideas and sewing perfection for the zombie apocalypse closet staples, cargo pants, all these things. You name it, we're gonna, yes. We're gonna have to use more of that. The apocalypse prediction industrial complex. Yes, because everybody's got to make a bank. Blame-o, your most high-quality, superior outfitters for the zombie apocalypse. Order from Blame-o today. State pitch pines or something. Pitch pine is highly flammable. And they are full of pitch, so when they do burn, they are great. Oh yeah, it's like an explosion. But there's lots of other. Pine is one, the sagebrush, plants that rosemary, lavender also have a high concentration of volatile oils, so having them by your house doesn't really make a lot of sense. Not a fire-safe plant. If you ask my humble opinion, I'd go for something that's more watery. Cactus, succulent. Yeah, explosive pops. Like, just to recall the days at the campfire, and you throw on the pine log, and it sputters and pops and snap crackles. And it just tells you it's there. All the sap just oozing out by the needles and the trunk. Oh, spectacular. Oh, I really would like to go sit at the campfire now. Before fire season kicks in and there be no burning. No, but that was making me think I should probably get some water barrels, because in Oregon, you can't, if the water doesn't touch your roof, you can't collect it. But I guess allegedly, as long as the water touches the roof, I can put it in a barrel and use it, because fuck them, I will not be minimizing my water usage because of your manufactured drought bullshit. How about you deal with the illegal giant marijuana grows and say stop stealing their water? Until then, I was gonna give the 2-fingered salute, but I'll just say I was gonna, didn't. This way and out. Yes, they do burn great. They burn, baby, burn. Ah, pine trees burning. And it smells like Christmas. It smells so good. At least with the controlled burns up in the mountains, it smells nicer. When there is houses burning or industrial burns get caught up in the forest fires, it smells so gross. Oh, Oregon, of all places, has that water collection lot. Yes! Well, Oregon is also trying to put this, what did they call it? The Peace Act, brought to you by somebody who doesn't live here but are complete stupid assholes, trying to outlaw animal husbandry, farming, fishing, pest management, and in certain parts of the state, not only, you don't need to be in Arizona to have rats with hantavirus. You too can live in Oregon and have rats with hantavirus. Well, and why not have hantavirus when you can also, if you're not dealing with the rats, have the fleas that carry the bubonic plague? Because why not? Oh, they're so stupid virtue signaling bullshitters. But fortunately, there's at least one family farm that's told the big data centers, no, you will not buy our farmland. Because if we don't collect it, they're just going to use the huge aquifer under Oregon to cool the data centers, and people just aren't going to have clean water. It almost doesn't even matter if population control wasn't their end goal, because all of every example that we've just touched upon is that not everyone's going to make it. It doesn't matter what it doesn't matter. It's going to be sucky. Ah, glitchy face. First thing I hear is rat virus, and I know I'm in the right place. Yes. Yup. Oh, right. Speaking of rat viruses and typhoid. No, Shigella. Shigella. Not the organism I was expecting. Concerns, not just for a gastrointestinal problem. Shigella, the new sexually transmitted infection that I didn't know I needed to be on my radar. No, because usually I just think about Shigella and think about somebody having the shits. Yeah. How are you, Glitch? Has your teams won all of their matches, games, all of that jazz? I hope you've been good. Oh man, what a shit show we have going on today. Yeah, I can't believe. Oh, they're so retarded. Because there's no way everybody can be vegan, and some of these things are just feel like ways to control. Food is being controlled and limited, whether by design or as secondary consequences. And at some point, I can see it being easy for starving families to then be sold on, here's our print. Would you like our 3D printed food? We don't have real food for you anymore, but here, would you like, we just printed it out back. So great. Yes. Yes, exactly, Samantha State, the sexually transmitted shits. 100%. Glitchy Face, your team is still surviving. Woohoo! Yes, bloody shits. Shigella is no fun, I hear. 0 out of 0 stars. Do not recommend the Shigella. And, yup. Along with the new monkeypox variation that's going around in San Francisco, be careful. Because maybe you and your partners need to add Shigella to the updated list of STIs. Which, adjacently related, chaps, would you consider a penile swab for HPV? Because I hate to break it to you, but a penis is sharing it with ladies and anuses and throats. But would you like to know if you had HPV? Would you do that? Consider that. Ah, yes. Yup, sympathy, oral, anal sex, probably. Yeah, that is, yes, that's why it's mostly, it's not affecting all groups who have sex. It's particularly in the men who have sex with men need to maybe think about adding that to their new STI panels. But it really would like a way for gentlemen. I don't understand. I guess we haven't found an antibody, haven't looked for an antibody so that we could have a blood test for HPV. Because I know you guys are not really keen on, like, please stick the little swab in that tiny hole so that we can get a sample. But somehow you guys are getting it and sharing it, and yeah, I'd really like a... Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh my god, people are still coming to listen to this bullshit talk. Welcome to Synthostate. It says transmitted by fecal oral route, and that's the first thing that comes to mind. Yeah. Yeah, it's not, I know how it's transmitted, like typhoid and different things. But, yeah. Field sanitation. Oh, glitchy face. HIV, monkeypox, Shigella, HPV. The gays have a virus supergroup formed. Yes, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, no eating the poo-poos. Yeah. No. Wash your hands after you poop. Don't poop and touch your mouth. It's gross, boys and girls. It's just gross. Just don't. Just no. Just say no to poop. Oh gosh. Yeah. I did not think this is a conversation we were going to have today, but here we go. Welcome to the shit show. Oh, the sewing shit. Okay. Do we have something less shitty to talk about? Oh, glad I didn't miss the just say no to poop educational part of the show. Absolutely, I know. Some of you are like, oh, should we clip this? Do we need to clip and share this shit? This disaster of a shit show. Yeah, enough of that. But that does lead us to, yes, conspiracy theories. We have not yet had, I need some new conspiracy theories. All mine have come true. Please chat. Please, workers and lurkers. Do you have 2 seconds to talk to your phone? Or clickety clackety? What are the new conspiracies on the block? Because I need something. Right now, everything has come true. I don't know what rabbit hole to look through next. So we've already even debunked the conspiracy that it's Big Needle. How dare they? How dare they try to tell me to change the needle every time I set it in the machine? They're liars. Big, fat liars. Oh, Glitchy face, a few new ones about Artemis, but I can't keep up. Oh, the Artemis. Oh, is this one of the oh, the landing thing? Huh. Interesting. I've not heard any of these. I'm still waiting to see the alien space cats from 3i Atlas. I'm super excited to see how that's all going to play out. My brain just farted again. Can we get off the toilet humor today? I don't think so. Oh. Do we think... Is there a poly market for if Los Angeles is really going to clean up its act for the 2028 Olympics? I might consider putting some money on that. How are they going to make this happen? Synthos State, the globalist agenda is based around a kernel of truth, and that there's just no way we can sustain the population level, but they don't seem to have a better solution than not worrying. Yeah. I think they're doing a little bit more. I think with the extent of meddling here, there, and everywhere, they're trying to figure things out or manufacture their way out of the crisis. Because I heard that some of there's issues even in Oregon and I'm guessing other places with the petroleum-based chemical fertilizers not being available for this farming season. So part of this, where it seems like Chicken Little is, this is going to have a slow warm-up. Like, the food supply that we're eating this year is mostly grown last year. The bigger issue is going to be this time next year when the crops aren't there and the animals didn't get raised because there's nothing to feed them. I wonder what crazy Gaffo, how things are going on his ranch. If he pops in, we'll have to ask. Glitchy face. Trump teased me so much with the alien disclosure shit, and I got Shigella from it. Yes. Yup. All that teasing, and all I got was a case of shitty Shigella. Oh. Synthesis, state, renewable energy, nuclear, genetic engineering, depopulation, they've all got a lot of ideas. They do. And they don't even need a big fancy idea. Just not have fertilizer, because we've got all the GMO crops that if the glyphosate-ready crops don't get their dose of fertilizer with glyphosate, they're not going to grow. It's just that simple. Oh boy, did you guys know I'm making an alien disclosure conspiracy RPG? No. What? Oh, yes. That sounds excellent. Excellent. Synthostate. I had to put it on hold a few years ago because so many conspiracy theories were proving true. It just wasn't fun anymore. I know. That's where I'm at, completely right there right now. That sounds like a cool RPG. That does sound like fun. I gotta pull up my backgammon board and go back to feeding Dove. He's so good at so many things. I love backgammon. As long as I can remember how to set up the board, then I'm good to go. Synthostate. Well, we'll see. Basically, just turning my shitposting energy from X to game developer. That seems like a more wholesome, not wholesome, but a differently productive, good use of your time. Because thermodynamics is real, energy is limited, and you might as well use your time doing things that you find joyful and creative enterprises rather than time wasters. I don't even like it how I posted, how many what's our watch hours for today's show? Are we back up over 100 or are we down sitting at 60 again? Are we improving? Did they like us? Did they really like us? Yeah, we'll see. Because I know I shouldn't have even bothered to hit the button. Because I know that we're going to have to work really hard, and I refuse to be one of those. Please come watch me, because I'm not going to make my watch hours to stay in the program. I'm just not going to do it. So I don't even know why I bothered. Oh well. Yep, just like streaming is a better use of time than social media. Yes. This is way more fun for me. And also, I know that I should, part of me should strongly consider taking the time to do some more pre-show shorts and do some more of this and show off my clothes more and show off our stuff. But I'd rather enjoy my time with real people, and the benefits that come from this just happen. Oh, Phoenix, you are such a silly kid. I know, because we've learned so much today, so many disasters, Artemis. Oh, because you know what's a fun one that I think I know what the compromise is. And hear me out. Oh, Synthostate. Yes, I haven't been feeling it lately, but when I do, it's nice. It's okay. Yeah, I stream because this is my time where I sit at the sewing machine and practice. I don't generally have oodles of time. I don't always make myself sit and sew if I'm not streaming. I can't, because I do like to remind myself I can sew for myself, and I don't need to turn the go live button into make stuff. But, yeah, the game of it and the foolishness of how it's just false. Blah. Synthostate, as long as there's work or chatting going on. Oh, that's okay. It happens. Sometimes I'm just not in the mood to chat, and what are you? Oh, Freya Frufers, you were on the counter in the kitchen. You're crazy. Sometimes I just need to check out and just make sure I'm doing in real life things. I just have things on in the background, because I do need to make sure I go for my walks and try to be strong. Get my good muscle on when you're streaming, that is. It's okay. First we have to make sure we're doing something because it's fun, and then we work on skills and other things in tandem. Hence my always giving myself a thumbs down to remind myself I can always practice something, learn something, and try to do something a little bit better the next time. And though I guess I should maybe not encourage folks to give me a thumbs down in case their Rumble's new recommendation system looks at all the thumbs down and was like, well, we're not going to recommend this. She's such analog sub. No, how could anybody find amusement at that shit show? Oh man, we are not the Shigella circus. No, come to the circus. We'll give you Shigella. You always give yourself a thumbs down. I do. Yep. Unless I forget, but yep, that thumbs down on most of the shows. It's me. Because it always made me laugh listening to all these other folks of like, how dare somebody like give me a thumbs down or for no reason, or like, could you explain to me why you gave me a thumbs down? I don't care. It doesn't matter. And I'd like to know who that mystery first thumbs downer is. So there's no mystery here. Generally, it's me. I did it to myself and for the reasons I stated above, to remind myself to work harder and do better. There seems to be a bot that thumbs down everyone on page 1 of the gaming section, so I just assume it's that. Oh, funny. Yeah, I don't advertise. I don't think my page shows up on the gaming section. Where are we? I chose entertainment and then, of course, sewing because I made a pouty face to get my own category. That's funny, the bot, the thumbs down bot. Glitchy Face Phoenix is the thumbs down on every one of her streams. She's literally your idol now. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, no, that's how I stroke my ego. You suck, Phoenix. Work harder. Work harder. So here we are. Something state one of your favorite streams. It's a mystery. Often has more down than ups. Well, I mean, with all the alleged bot issues going on, that would be funny if there was a bot that just went around and thumbs downed in different categories. It's good that we're like hidden in our section. Nobody comes looking for us right now. Yeah, no, for a while I was really trying to encourage you guys to consider just hitting the thumbs down to make me feel good about myself. And you keep not listening and smashing that thumbs up instead. And I'm like, all right, fine. You guys, just listen. Could you please just do it? No, you're too nice. State one of your game ideas was a future social credit thing where they are called naggers who purposely maintain a negative score. Oh my god, you might as well, I give you permission to just use my face because I think that would be me, because that's how much I care about social credit scores. I care about them this much. Oh man, I'll own it. I'm a nagger. I didn't know until just now, but 100% a nagger is me, and I've said that way too many times on the internet. Glitchy Face, I've been like, who the fuck? Phoenix's hater disliking all her streams. Yes, now you know. Yeah, it's not really a mystery. I just hadn't. I forget we have new people, and I feel like I tell the same stories over and over again, but I also have to remember that not everyone's heard me tell these stories over and over again, so it might be new for some of you. Yep, the hater is me. has needed to know. No mystery, no random, who niggered me the whole time. Synthestate negative score is like a currency to participate in normal, uncucked society. Yeah. Fuck 'em. Fuck 'em. Their version of normal is not interesting to me. I think Glitch has heard me say this. I will be the one in the back corner removing chips. I don't want to be chipped. You will not chip me. If I ever say I have a chip, they've kidnapped me and I'm not myself anymore, because the answer is no. So they say, let's just do this in reality to fight Agenda 2030. Oh, and we'll trade cubes made of trash as money. Maybe. That really sounds like you've looked at the 12 that model of the 12 control mechanisms of the digital prison. Oh, because that's how I was talking about Catherine Austin Fitz. Like Sam Hyde said. I'll have to go. I haven't heard much of his stuff. Yeah. Thank goodness, as long as I can still have thread, I will make thread and still be able to sit at the sewing machine even during the zombie apocalypse. And if my legs don't work, I'll break out Brunhilde, where I only need to use 2 hands. Regardless of what happens, I will be making and repairing garments and doing stuff in the apocalypse. Maybe we will put together. Dove and I joke about those old-timey traveling medicine shows. First, it would be to have an old-fashioned gypsy caravan, the hand-carved wood ones with all of the drawers and pockets. The amount of stuff you could tuck away in one of those, be tidy on the road, and have all of your goodies. I think I'm going to need some bigger stock animals. I don't think the cats are going to want to pull the... Oh, is it Bardo? The Bardo. Bardo. Bardo's the word, I think, isn't it? I'll have to look it up again. Synthestate, there's only one way to escape the digital prison, and that's to destroy it. Yeah, that's... I think if it's going to happen in this iteration right now, I suspect it being short-lived, going back to where the fuck do we get all the energy from? Unless they have tucked away these little desktop thorium nuclear reactors, where the fuck we get the energy and moving the energy through the power lines? Because there's a hardware-software mismatch that's going to catch up at some point. And I think that some point is sooner rather than later. And earthquake, tsunami, all that jazz. Anyway, look at the time. Gotta go. Alright, thanks for chatting. It's been spectacular. I hope you have an awesome rest of your evening. I hope dinner's good. I hope weekending is weekending. Have fun. TTFN, good sir. TTFN. We'll be here. Oh, it's already 2.5 hours we've been at the table. Woo-wee. Not too shabby. Good job, workers and lurkers. Let's up these numbers. I'm not going to post on X, but I may say in the chat, I really would like it if we can get up to 200 watch hours every 30 days, but we'll see. Yep, you do TTFN. Still, you're stuck. Sorry, that was for Synthestate. You're stuck with me. I'm not closing up the machine quite yet. Go at least another half an hour. I'm just drawing shapes. Scooch it away. maybe I'll pretend to think I'm a good social media person and do a short and show off our spring dress that I put on today. It's me wearing, and I know sitting behind the machine is not giving you all the most spectacular version of how it appears. Or maybe I'll just say it and then not do it anyway. Also possible. Both options equally likely. Oh, what am I doing? I'm just sewing random. I started off just sewing random lines to cover up this piece of stabilizer. This was very tearaway through. Terrible. I mean T-E-A-R, not T-E-R. Let's get back to the stitches. Are we chaotic or are we winning the entropy level? No, we're just creating chaos. Glitch. I could clone myself 200 times and then you'd have 200 glitchy faces in chat talking about Shigella. Yeah, I was wondering if in the unique chatters, like if Lurk Pop, Corn Pop, Cornelius Poppington, does that count as 3 separate commenters? Are those 3 unique chatters or are they not? I'm curious. And my version of the dashboard, I don't get to know. Ugh. It doesn't matter. I shouldn't have. Oh God. Things are, and I don't. Oh, silly. Glitch, Corn Pop, keeping Rumble afloat. Seriously, I think so. Yes. Corn Pop should get the Chatter of the Year award. I nominate Corn Pop, Rumble's #1 chatter. Yep, unique chatter. Yep. I've got questions about that. I'm curious. Because there's only one way to really find out, isn't there? Somebody to come up with 21 different usernames or channel names. And maybe, okay, here's the experiment. We start a stream, have one person create 21 different channel names and use each one to chat once. Does that count as 20 unique chatters? I don't know. The questions we have, but at least we know how to test the experiment. Because I know we don't have 20 unique chatters either. We don't meet any of the requirements. Oh well. Glitch. I see streams on Rumble with hundreds of viewers and like 2 people in chat. I don't trust what I see in Rumble very much, but that's just you. Yeah. Yeah, somehow I hear that also. Additionally, I am starting to have my tinglers, my spidey senses keep tingling with the notion that some of these companies who've been investing in Rumble, I'm looking at you, Tether, and that new AI company, that Rumble's the naive new kid on the block whose ideas of they're young and naive, and I think that they might be getting in bed with bad actors who are trying to take advantage of the spirit and the energy and the mission that is Rumble. And I worry about that they're too too naive and not seeing the bad actors right in front of them because they're being told the right words and they need the capital. I don't have... Yeah, the Tether connection feels wrong to me 100%. The more I hear about Tether, the less I feel good about this. And I think, is it Perplexity, the AI that they're in? I don't know. I just don't know. Oh, because I heard that a financial company like Tether, aren't they supposed to be able to, they're a money company. Shouldn't you be passing your own audits? And that they've never, allegedly, Tether has never passed an audit? Ugh. It's not right there. And something always feels funny when their actual gold holdings being in Switzerland, the land where I would like to be Switzerland. Please come launder your money to me. I will hold on to your money you need laundering. Just drop it off at the circus that we call Switzerland. Glitch of the day. Phoenix advertises Rumble Wallet to me as the day I know that Shigella has spread. I almost was going to try to do, speaking of ad reads, I've done one. I think it was for Rumble. I was considering, because I don't hate the product that is Rumble Studio, I was going to read an ad for them, but they don't have money for ads for Rumble Studio the last time I checked. Actually, let's look again. Not that we're going to do it, but exactly, Glitch. Every Bond villain has a Swiss bank account. Yeah. Let's see here. What do we got? The Kids Guide, Rumble Premium, coffee, gaming chairs, controllers, different coffee, Sea of Mud apparel, Rumble Wallet, Iron Heart Forge and Leatherworks. Ooh, that sounds like Chicago State Company, Trinova Health, Drive Growth HQ. Yup. None of these are for me. Yeah, I do feel marginally hypocritical because I did sign up and activate the Rumble Wallet. Not that it... I don't mind that it's only filled with goose eggs right now. That's alright. I've got the golden keys in my Rumble Wallet and I'm keeping them safe for later, but... me reading an ad for Rumble Wallet, also that is likely a sign that I'm being blackmailed. I'm being threatened in a bad way if I'm doing that one, I'm pretty sure. It's just not for me. We're not going to have the Shigella hit the fan yet. Maybe next week the Shigella will hit the fan. Yeah, all the shitty sicknesses, because we got typhoid coming back. There's the I still can't get over Shigella, the STD I needed to be tested for. And we started off the show with the new parties that we might as well just call them what they appear. In the farthest of one corner, we have the Ziopublicans, and in the other corner, let's call them what they really are, the Socialist Publicans, and in the other far northern corner, we have the Socialist Islamo demos. Yeah. Oh, it's weird. It's so weird. But that's what's shaping out to actually look like. They're not changing their name yet. But if you look, don't let them tell you your eyes are lying to you, because it's starting to show pretty clearly. Oh, Glitch. I should be into crypto, and in theory you are, but everything I hear about it sounds like the biggest scam. Yet have an inherent skepticism for something I can't literally hold in my hands. That's a big thing for me. I would much rather trade buttons and seed and shiny sparkly rocks, or like an actual, I do an hour of labor for you to get a thing, than I don't trust my money to be in the form of ones and zeros, that I just have to like trust my my currency isn't based in trust. Yeah, might as well just like trade around the compressed pieces of garbage. At least that's something real. Here's my shit square. I bought 5 eggs for 20 shit squares today. Prices of shit squares are really, price of eggs are really going up. Glitch. I just like the decentralized money system. Fair. I dislike the way crypto has been shaped. Yes. Well, they come in creative folks come up with new solutions to problems that actually exist rather than manufactured sometimes. And then the establishment, technocracy, the new burgeoning technocracy folks are like, yeah, no, that looks good. We'll have some of what you're peddling. But I don't mind bartering. A thing for a thing. But yeah. I just know I'm gonna end up, they're gonna pull the plug on me. We're so subversive. There's no way. They're just gonna roll us up. Glitches Llamadens could have had the high grind in your opinion, but damn, they really got suckered into some dumb ideas. Yeah. It's been enough time that they don't realize that what they're ending up creating is like Ukraine after with Trotsky, and millions have died from famine, because even how the farmers, John Deere made it so you have to turn on your geolocation and all your punchy things to be able to use your own tractor. Forget this, you own nothing and you'll like it. There's some things I need to own my sewing machine. I need things that work in the dark without electricity. You can't sell me enough. There's not enough money in the entire universe that that you can use to sell me on the notion that tech is going to fix everything. It's just not going to happen. Glitch, then again, the Zypublicans are literally still at war for Israel. Yeah, so they look worse. Yeah, well, I can't believe how they've co-opted. So many of the Zionists they're not even Jewish, because there's this difference between a religious practicing Jew and a Zionist. And there is crossover, but there can also be mutually exclusive. And the highest growing group of Zionists are white Christians, particularly in the West. And they are being targeted by literal Israel with the geofencing and the targeted ad feeding of folks on their way to church. It's so like, oh my fucking God. And I don't even know, like, because people don't know what they don't know until they learn, and much like the conspiracy theories that have come true, you have to have seen the full breadth of things and been like, oh, fudge. Oh, fluff. Yeah, we should rate the Zypublicans and the Islamorans. I need to come up with a better name. But if we step back and look, it's very becoming clear of what the far extremes are. Because it almost doesn't even matter. Like, is Fuentesa being handled for his own that side's messaging campaign? It just, I mentioning it because I'm curious. The end result is we still need to blow up the whole thing and start from scratch because it's all absolutely ridiculous and completely bonkers. Yeah, we're gonna have to get back to little and sensical because this giant and nonsensical just, yeah, it's not working. We're too dependent on things that are too far away. It's gonna really suck. That reminds me, I need to stock up on spices. I need enough cinnamon, I need enough masala spice. There's things I'm gonna need that I can't grow here. I would like my rice and beans to taste a little bit exciting. Oh, because I don't understand too, what's up with this, those jumping worms in California. They better not come to Oregon. But I'm just sick of being asked about Israel by my friends just because I'm Jewish. Right. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Jewish is a culture and a religion that it was manufactured and forced into a place on a map is by design so it can be controlled. And somebody was saying, I think it was Michael Young, because I just quote, Nostradamus, if I recall correctly, saying that part of the chaos in keeping everything crazy in Palestine is so that they can literally bulldoze it and make another canal to have another exit. Yeah, the country sucks. Like, hello. Yeah, yeah. Beautiful piece of real estate on the beach, but as stupid, ridiculous humans who are just more hungry and power hungry. Absolutely. Oh, interesting. Okay, sorry, I'm getting distracted by the outside. Yeah, because, like, oh, fuck. I know just enough to put my foot in my mouth on these topics, but funnily enough, actually, I think that a kibbutz, a monastery that makes things, or has a brewery or an abbey that does such things, the only two things that socialist communities can be successful, and I would go out and say the Amish also, but they're successful because they're able to sell their goods in a quasi-free market society, but it is doable. My family left the kibbutz and moved to America, so America I am. Not Israeli. No, which they never asked me about modern comedy, jazz, classic films, comic books, things Jewish Americans invented. I know. How dare they watch a movie and not be like Herschel Sondheim and Cohen, such great folks. I didn't make up the names. I made up their positions. Which Amish people have always interested me. Oh, 100%. So good. The culture, fascinating. Their communities, just, I miss being in New York, driving through Amish country, having to slow down for the horses and buggies, and the food. Oh, it's so good. And how in Pennsylvania, again, they're being demonized. Amos Miller. Like, yes, people can get sick from raw milk. If raw milk killed everybody with the amount that humans over time have drank raw unpasteurized milk, we wouldn't be here we simply would not exist. If it was that horrible, how are we here now? We might not have drank it. but our ancestors probably did. It doesn't make sense. What also doesn't make sense to my brain that really is irritating me is these headlines of 500 million people who didn't go to the hospital because they had their COVID vaccine. How do you know? How do you know? What's your control group? You can't just... And I'm not surprised that they're holding the study of the vaccine efficacy. And it might be true that some things are super awesome. However, how easy it is to do data manipulation to just leave off whole data groups or do the calculations to a different power. The magic that is statistics and being able to find your truth in the numbers, impressive. They try to say the morals of math and then talk about how good their statistics are. I might run and run very fast. Glitch in other news, 500 million other people went to the hospital over nothing because the media gaslit them into thinking they were dying. Yes. 100%. Yes. Also, they were given very expensive behavioral health prescriptions because we trained them to feel anxious and to lead with, "Hi, my name's anxiety." Who are you? Don't talk to me. I need you to mind read that something bad happened and you can only talk nice to me. Or the worst is, and finding the balance, there are special needs humans who can act out and have poor behavior, but I dare say some of this is poor parenting, and we can't use my kid's label as the reason their behavior is shitty. Very few. Their kids have had issues for a long time. They still know how to behave in public. Okay. Oh, Phoenix, how dare you talk about other people's parenting when you get to be one of the humans who said, "Universe, maybe consider possibly," and they said, "Fuck you, Phoenix. You just get to talk about other people's poor behavior. You don't get to have lived experience that way yet, or other." Alright, enough of that. Oh, stupid people. Oh, in other Oregon stupid news. Oh, manufactured male to female inmate who, was it murder? I think it might have been murder. Gets transferred to opposite sex prison and then paid $200 and some odd $1,000. Go fluff yourself, Oregon. Go literally fluff yourself. We don't want these 6 new bills giving more protections for illegal immigrants. Fuck off. Fuck off! Okay. This is why people are leaving the show, and they get better things to do after 3 hours. Glitch, in my opinion, if you haven't been put in a mental hospital by force, you're fine. I speak from genuine bipolar experience. Sick to death that everyone has anxiety. It does also undermine individuals with who actually suffer from behavioral and or mental health conditions. Yeah. Which kind of makes me I feel very uncomfortable with the fast tracking of the medication research for the veterans. Like, our experience of drugging up the veterans with substances such as LSD in the 60s and 70s, I don't think that really benefited them. Why take legitimately vulnerable individuals and be like, let's fuck around with your neurochemistry with these substances? And the amount of folks who are just going to go and end up using them recreationally and not therapeutically super high, I think. Just leave the beds alone. Let's stop creating lifelong patients needlessly. There's enough folks who will be lifelong patients. I see you, my type 1 diabetics, my epileptics, my BPD 1s and 2s. Please, when you're feeling good, just continue on with your regime. It's really okay. Glitch Eliza Dushka told me LSD is good for veterans and she's pretty, so I support that. That's how politics works. Right, yes, exactly. Which is basically the playbook that chick from who runs the Leafy, or is the, no. Yeah, maybe she, the face for the new marijuana lobby that really finally got through Trump's rescheduling from Schedule 1 down to Schedule 3 for cannabis. All you had to do was put in front of his face a pretty blonde and presto whammo. From, my brother died from drugs and alcohol. I'm really not for that. Sure. You say that, pretty lady. God. And these camera-ready bimbos they don't... Oh, what was it? Just squash thoughts? Is that it? No. Crush the thoughts. They're good for nothings. A pretty face with no substance. Just go to the other side of the street, boys and girls. They're not... Nothing good will come of this. Though I guess in contrast, look for the average folks with average thoughts. Don't go listening to the ultra fugly ones or the ultra pretty ones. I think they're like the far extremes and will also lead you astray. It's alright to be average. It's alright to be average. At least that's what I keep telling myself, since we're nothing special. And probably subpar. And we're trying to lose our voice. Oh man. Don't do that. We need to keep up the ship show for a few more minutes. Actually, we did good. We're almost at 3 hours. And I sewed and did not show you the past 2 hours what I've been working on. Let me get to... I will. I'll show you what I've been stitching. Oh, man. What a day. Tomorrow we'll do garments. I think I'm going to try to cut the pockets for our zombie apocalypse cargo pants, because I've not forgotten about them. We will have that show art. Yes. Alright, let me trim some threads. You prepare the oohs and ahs down in the comment section, and I will make sure that my ego has been farmed for the next few minutes. I think I'm going to make it a bracelet. Or make it a bracelet and maybe I'll actually put stuff on the Ko-Fi. The coffee, the Ko-Fi, whatever the fluff it's called. Kind of looks like a spider web, but we'll do some more stitching on it. It's at least big enough for my wrist. Plus, if I add the fasteners, it'll be like a cute little cuff. So stay tuned. I'm feeling generous. I might make some little jewelry pieces and little the stitch markers, so that some of you who might think you want to help me, help me, and we can all have some mutual aid. Because we can't be a grifter, but also we actually do real things. Oh, boys and girls, you guys have been amazing. I got the most awesome workers and lurkers. It's been 3 hours. My fanny is getting numb. And I know there's sports ball and other things. I'm going to go touch grass, play with my hula hoops, because my fat ass needs to. And yeah, Alright, you've been awesome. I still need to come up with a good ending of the show. I'll be back tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific time. TTFN, boys and girls. Bye-bye. Oh, should we play it? And oh, it's super loud. I'm just going to hit the end show button. Bye-bye.